Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Stache, your cook. And guess what I'm making for you today? Maple oat scones. They're one of Ina Garten's recipes. Yes, I'm using another one of them because they're so amazing. So today we're gonna make that, but first, what do you think? What do you think? Do you like my makeup? It's pretty amazing, isn't it? And I went from pink to violet again, and then I'm going to go to another color after this. So I'm really excited about this. I hope you are too. And we're going to make some good eats. That's what we're going to do. We're going to make them really, really good. And I have Ina's recipe on my computer over here, and I will be referring to it, but I've made these several times, and let me tell you, oh my gosh, the rave reviews that people give on these scones is amazing. I had one apparently thought that they were biscuits, and they're, oh, I don't want that. But you know what? They found out later that they were missing out, and you don't want to miss out either. I know, I love them, and everybody here loves them, and you're going to love them too. So here we go. It's real simple. But see all the stuff that I have here? I have my KitchenAid mixer, trusty one. This one's an antique. This one's been around. This girl's been around for a long time. It's a KitchenAid mixer, and I have the paddle attachment. Let me take that off for you. This is the paddle attachment, and this is what we need to put on here. So let me just do this, if I can do it now. I should have taken it off. Paddle attachment, and a nice big bowl on it, and we're going to get ready to do this. So, first of all, what we're going to do is we are going to use, you want to write this down? 3.5 cups of regular flour. And I want you to see something. Look what I got. Aren't they cute? Look at that. I kind of love copper. Now, these aren't really copper. They just have a coating on them that makes them look like they're copper. They're stainless steel inside, but they're so cute. I couldn't resist. I had to buy them. So we're going to take 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Now when you do this, just kind of overflow it a little bit. Let me move this over here a little bit so it can be seen. Let it overflow a little bit like this, just with your knife. Take a knife. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so that's 1. Okay. 2. Come on, you can go in there. It's all a little fluffed up. This is 3. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use this measurement but fill it up halfway. What do you think? I think it's good. Okay, that's 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour in there. We're going to move her right over here, out of the way. Now, the next one is 1 cup of whole wheat flour. I got this one here. You can get any one you want, but it's a whole wheat flour. And that's real simple. You do it exactly the same way as the traditional flour, the white flour. Just scoop this right back off there. Take a little off there. Where does she go? Right into the mixer. That simple. Where does she go? Off the counter. Always keep your space as clean as possible. Minimize it. You'll feel much more organized if you do that. Okay, now 1 cup of quick cook oats. Now I got these, and they are cooks in 1 minute. That's what you want. You don't want the old-fashioned ones for this. You want the ones that cook really fast, okay? So this is 1 cup of quick. This measurement, isn't it coming in handy? I love it. Hey, if you like my makeup or don't like it, I was going to say keep your opinions to yourself, but it's okay. Put a comment down. It's fun. Okay, so that's in. This goes over here. And now we're on to 2 tablespoons of baking powder. There we go. Baking powder, not baking soda. This is baking powder. So this is 2 tablespoons of baking powder. Now this one here, I don't know if you can see there. I'm overflowing it a little bit, and then I'm going to push her back in. It has this little guide right here. And I'm going to do 2 right in here. 1, and do the exact same thing. There we go. Okay, that's 2. 2 of those in there. Where does this go? Off the counter. Next, we are 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. Now, I already measured this out because the container that I have it in, the sugar in, is a big one, and it's just, I don't have enough room on this counter. So this is 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar into the mixer. Off this goes, right over there. Next, 2 teaspoons of salt. 2 teaspoons, not 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons. Here we go. I use kosher salt. I take it, look at what I do. I fill it up like that, and then I shake it until it's even. I put that in there. How many more? 1 more. Isn't this simple? So simple, so simple. If I could do it, you could definitely do this. It's really easy. I'm gonna put the lid back on this one. And where does she go? Off onto another counter in this glorious kitchen. Okay, and then that's it for now. For now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna raise this up and very slowly. If you put that thing on anything more than like stir or 2 is probably too fast at first, you're gonna have a dust cloud like you cannot believe. All we wanna do right now is just combine these ingredients. We're not doing any mixing. Yep, see, did you see some of it came out? There we go. Okay, that's good. It's all mixed up. Now, we're going to put in 1 pound of cold butter. So that's 4 sticks of butter, 4 sticks of butter. And I have them. There we go, the butter. Now, you have to cube these. I left 1 of these. I did 3 of them, but I'm going to show you how I do this. It's real simple, but we want to leave them in chunks, but you want this refrigerated because it's going to make a difference on how flaky the dough is. And so don't let it sit out. Keep it in the refrigerator and try to keep your hands off it as much as possible. So what I did here, see these are all cut up. I just do it this way here. Move this stuff out of the way. So stick of butter. I take the knife like this, cut down. Now be careful you don't cut yourself. This butter sticks very nicely to the blades. And then I stack them on top of each other again, and I do that. Slide it out like that, and then 1, there we go. That's simple. There we go. They're in with this. Just that simple. Just that simple. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to mix the wet ingredients together first, and we're going to then take the butter and we're going to combine it into the flour. But let me show you this. I like to do this first. It makes it a little bit easier in the long run. So I need 1/2 cup of buttermilk. There we go. Buttermilk, okay? Buttermilk. Not milk, buttermilk. So we're gonna do 1/2 cup of this. There we go. I probably should have shaken this, you know, but I didn't. So shake your buttermilk. 1/2 cup of that. Now, this is so important. So very, very, very important. This is real maple syrup. This is not pancake syrup. Don't use that. That's not real. This is the real stuff. This came out of the maple trees. You know, can you see them up there sticking a hole in the side and bleeding it and getting the maple syrup? So we're going to put 1/2 cup of maple syrup in here also. So I need to open it though. So 1/2 cup. Oh, it's so lush. Look at that amber color. Oh, and this gives it such a richness. There we go. I want to get every last drop. There we go. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. And now 4 eggs. These are, I use extra large eggs, 4 eggs together, and we are going to do one thing. And what we're going to do is we're going to lightly beat them just the way I like it, lightly beaten. Okay, where does that go? Right in this bowl here. There we go. And I'm just going to give it a light little stir here. Okay. Okay, there. Now this is the important, pardon me, I'm just going to put this in the sink. I'm back. Here's the butter. Very important. See this lovely butter here? I'm going to take it and put it into the mixer. When I do, we need to incorporate that, and we need to take this size butter, which this is 2 pieces together. See the size that they are right now? I need to take this and mix it into the ingredients until they're about pea size, because what's going to happen is that the moisture in here, when it hits the heat of the oven, it's going to make your pastry very flaky and wonderful. So you don't want to miss this, but you want to make sure that this is cold, 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 cold. So here we go. Let's see. Let's see. I'm waiting for a cloud here. And you'll see, we'll show this mixing in, so you'll be able to get an idea. Oh, see, look at this. Do you see that? Okay. Now this is going to take a few minutes because it's going to have to break down that butter and make that butter, how big? Pea size. That's what we want. Pea size butter in here. And then when we got this done, then we're going to do something. We're going to add the wet ingredients to that. That's all we need to do. And then there's another process, but you're going to love this because this is something to do when you don't have anything else to do and make so many scones. Oh, let me tell you. Okay, see, they're still pretty good size. We're going to have to just wait. Let's see. If I don't get it all over the place. See, there's butter here. See that? Little pieces of butter. But it's not quite pea size yet. So I'm going to put it back in, and I'm going to turn her on again until it gets down to about pea size, okay? That's all we're going to do. Okay, I think she's good enough. I don't know if she's going to get any smaller than this. So I'm going to take the paddle off, put that right in there. I just want to show you this first because I have to stir it. But see there? Look here. See? Now I wouldn't say they're pea size. They're a little bit larger than pea size, but it's well incorporated into the dough. Look at this. It's just beautiful. Okay? So we're going to put her back on. Put the paddle back on if I can get her back on there. Oh, so easy. Okay, now, you want to do this, but be careful. And this is adding the one ingredients in there. Look at that. Okay, so it's combining much better now. Really good. Oh, look at it. She's coming together. Yeah, oh, look at this dough. This dough is amazing. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't want to overdo this. You don't want them to be tough because dough, the gluten in it, it'll make it a little gooey. Okay, let's see here. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God, that looks so fabulous. Okay, that's it. Don't overmix. Don't overmix. Don't. Okay. I'll take this off. Well, maybe I'm going to take it off. This paddle can be a little difficult at times. Oh. Now. Okay. This is the fun part. It's kind of sticky, and therefore I will be taking off some rings. I know they're gorgeous. I love them too. Thank you very much. And I'm going to, you have to have flour because this is dough. This is sticky dough, and this sticky dough is going to stick all over your hands. So one of the things I like to do is I like to put a little of it in my hands, come over to the sink. Look at that mess there, okay? That's going to help it to not stick, but it probably will. And, by the way, see that dough? Look at that. Isn't she beautiful? She is so beautiful. I love her. I love you, baby. I love you. Okay. Now, I have a little scoop. You can get this probably at Walmart, I would assume. You can probably get it at Walmart. They're like a couple dollars, but it's so nice to have in your flour like this. Look at that. Scoop it. And they come in all different sizes. This is a smaller one. So what I'm going to do, take this over here, and I'm going to put it on. This is, I don't know what this surface is. I think it's Caesar stone. I think it is, but I don't know for sure. Not sponsored, should be.
Don't piss off the Caesar stone.
Yeah, I don't want, if it isn't, I don't want to upset Caesar stone, so don't sue me. It's an honest mistake if I said something wrong. Anyway, okay, here's the dough. Now, hands have flour on it. Look at this. Look, and then there's more in here. Look at that, more in there. We're gonna take this out. There we go. Put her all on here. Let me move this. I don't want to block your view of this deliciousness. Okay. Here we go. Okay. That's all we do. This goes in the sink. I can't show you my sink. It's filling up. It looks pretty bad. And then I'm going to take the rest of this in here. Take her, just stack it on. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, this one in the sink. But look at my hands. Look at there. Oh. But it's going to get worse. Now, back again to the flour. You don't want to saturate. You don't want to oversaturate your dough. No, you don't. I'm telling you, you don't want to do it. And you just sprinkle some on top like this. There you go. That'll kind of help. And you want to bring it together like this. Oh, look how beautiful she is. She's amazing. And she's so easy to work with. Now, you don't want to beat her into submission. You want to keep her happy. Keep her happy. Put a little bit more on, because what we're going to do is, I have a rolling pin, and we're going to roll her out in a second. We want her to be about, each one, the dough itself, once you roll it out, about 3/4 of an inch to an inch thick. That's all. And I'm just bringing her together here. There we go. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh. Like a little baby's belly. So cute. Okay, now, here we go. I'm taking some of this flour, and I'm going to take the rolling pin. Once again, you want to do this, and I'm going to put it over here. My pans, I'm going to move the pans out of the way because they're just a little bit too close. And lightly, don't go like that. Don't do that. Lightly do this. Trying to keep it as even as possible. I'm going to go for about 3/4 of an inch. That's what I like. There. Look at this. Isn't she stunning? She's a model. She's, what is that, Linda Evangelista? That's who she is. She's just beautiful. I'm going to rub this into like this. I like to pull the edges together. See, they start to kind of fray a little bit. Just give her another little light coat. We're going to do this a couple different times because you're not going to be able to use up all this dough when you press it out without redoing this again. Okay, now, sheet pan. Standard sheet pan. This is a little bit larger one, and I have a smaller one here too. And I lined it with parchment paper. Now it overlapped, so I did a really crappy job, but I took a knife and I scored it all along so it would fit right on here. It's so easy, so easy. And if you happen to have, this is about 3 inches, if you happen to have like a cookie cutter or something for this dough, then you can use that. I use my old trusty Mustache cup. Now I don't want to push too hard on this because it could break, but it's real simple. Here we go. Now watch this. I take it towards the edge, but not all the way to the edge, and I just take her out. There she is. Look at that. And just set her right there. And then you just keep doing this. It's so simple. Oh, this dough is just phenomenal. Don't overcrowd them. I put 2 across. And that's why I have 2 sheet pans here. There's another one. Don't get it too close to the edge there because you don't want wonky edges. Nah, don't want that. There we go. Okay, now what we're going to do, we're at the final, well, excuse me. What we're going to do is we are going to egg wash these so they come out golden brown. You're going to see, it's worth it. You just take 1 egg. Egg wash is just simply an egg scrambled with a little bit of water or a little bit of milk. That's all that it is. It just loosens it up. There we go. Into the sink where everything else is. Oh, I'm going to just kind of scramble the egg a little bit, just like this. I like to make it look harmonious. There we go. And I'm going to put a little bit of water. And then just mix it up. It loosens it. That's all it's doing. Okay. Now, I don't have a pastry brush, but I do have this. And all you do is just glob it on top of them. I know that's not the pastry term for it, but it's Stache's term. And guess what? It works. There, it's that simple. There we go. Oh, yeah, that one's done, pretty much. Then we'll come over here, do the same thing here. That's simple. That's simple. That's all we're going to do. Spend a little bit of time making sure they're kind of covered. Sorry. Okay, now look at them. All ready to go. Look at that. We're going to put them in the oven like I said, preheated 400-degree oven for 20 to 25 minutes. So here we go. And I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, they're almost out of the oven. You'll be hearing the buzzer soon, but we're going to make the frosting, the glaze. I guess it's a glaze. And it's really simple. It is 1 1/4 cups of confectioner sugar or powdered sugar. Real simple. You can never make a mistake with this. Let me just use my finger there. That's 1. And then I'm going to just eyeball it. That's about 1/4, right around there. That's 1/4 of that. Now, remember the maple syrup? Remember that? It's 1/2 cup of that. Oh, it's so wonderful. Now, I think the scones are actually just a delivery system for this amazing frosting. It's just unbelievable. And then 1 teaspoon of real vanilla. It has to be real, not imitation. Don't get that imitation stuff. Real vanilla. 1 teaspoon, if I can find it here. There it is, 1 teaspoon. Well, it doesn't want to come out of this container very good. Okay, 1 teaspoon of that. And then what do? Take a whisk and you just bring it all together there. Look at that. And it's going to look like it's kind of dry at first, but it gets, oh gosh. This is, I think, what just hooks everybody on these scones is this glaze. Is just, look at that. Let me move this out of the way there. There we go. Oh, see, it's coming together. It's
55 seconds.
Okay, it's amber. Oh, 55 seconds left on the scones. We're almost there, but we have to let those cool for 5 minutes, and then we put the glaze on it. Look at that. Look at that. She's ready that fast. I mean, anybody can do this. This is so simple. There. Gotta say thank you to Ina. That girl knows what she's doing. Okay, got that. Put that over there. This is ready. We're gonna get the scones out, and they should be going off any time now. Let's see. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. They're beautiful. I peeked. I didn't open the oven, really. But it has glass. And I turned the light on and I looked inside. What? It didn't make a noise. That was anticlimactic. Okay, here we go. Okay, kids. Look at these. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And then, oh, it's hot in here. Oh, let me shut that off. Cancel. Look at these. Aren't they amazing? Look at that. So stunning. Now, that's all we have to do. So we're going to let them cool for 5 minutes, and then we're going to put the frosting on. Guess what? It's the time. It's a little wonky, but here we go. Here, that's a little homage to Rich Lux. You should watch him. He's great. Anyway, the frosting is all ready. Look at that. Glaze, I guess. I keep calling it a frosting, but it's a glaze, and we're just going to drizzle this. So I take just a regular tablespoon, whatever you have, and just drizzle it all over these bad boys. Now I'm going to come back in and do a lot more on these, okay? There we go. Look at, oh, it smells. You can smell the maple syrup and the vanilla, and oh, you can't smell this, the powdered sugar, but let me tell you something. It gets in the air, and oh, look at that. Ooh, ooh, let's just, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, a little messy. Oh. No, Danny, do not take one of those. I have plates over here. Don't you do that. There we go. Now onto this one here. Look at that. Oh. Ah. Make these. Really, make these. These are so easy to do. You know, you have to get the ingredients. I'm sure you don't have, well, you might have maple syrup. But make sure it's real vanilla and confectioner's sugar and, oh, the wheat flour. You need to have the wheat flour. So you can get that at any store. That's easy to come by. Not a big deal. Look at that. If you could get these at Starbucks with your coffee, they're so good with coffee. Oh my gosh. So good with coffee. But if you could get them, what are they going to charge you? At least $3 for this? And it won't be anywhere near as good as this. And what's great about these, my mouth is watering. I want one so bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here, don't want to waste any of this glaze. No, we don't. Okay, now, wait. Just a second. So good. Okay, now. Okay, this one's for Danny. Whoops! There we go. There's Danny's. And then, Stache, pick the 5 that you want. Okay. Oh, wow, I don't know. I mean, you couldn't go wrong with either one of them, any of them. But let me go. There we go. Now, wish you were here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. And I'm not exaggerating. I am not exaggerating at all. Like my makeup is. It might be a little exaggerating, but oh. Oh. Unbelievable. And when they're out of the oven this fresh, they just, oh my gosh, they melt in your mouth. But you know what you can do? If you can't eat all of them, put them in an airtight container. I mean an airtight, like Tupperware, that type of thing. And, or when they're completely dry, the frosting's dry, wrap them in cellophane, put them in a plastic bag and put them in the freezer. And you know, I don't know how many there are of you, but if there's just a couple of you, you can take them out in the morning for coffee or whatever, however you want to do it. Now, pardon me why I eat this and beg you a little bit, but you know, it's so simple. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, right there, press the subscribe button and right next to it is the bell. And if you do the bell, then you get notifications every time I upload a new video. You know, I just started this channel not that long ago, and I have a lot of recipes on here and a lot of fun stuff, and I'm going to continue to do it. So please tell your friends, your relatives, your enemies, the dog, the cat, I don't care. Just tell everybody about Stache. Stache Cooks on YouTube. Stache Cooks on YouTube. It's fun, and you get to see all these wonderful makeup techniques that I don't do. The eyes. I didn't do this. Like I said, Danny did it. But you know what? Please do it. Enjoy it. Give me a comment. Let me know you made it and how much you like it. Okay? Until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.